Welcome to the City Show. Pat O'Melia here. Been a while. We've been moving, as you can see. I'm in the new digs. I have my ever-present coffee. Our building in Seaside Heights was sold, and the landlord wanted us out, so off we went. So we had to find a new location. We do the Tom's River show that will become the Ocean County show out of that studio, and we work with the Ocean County government and local municipality, so we needed something here down in this area. So we got a small location, not as big as what I had before. Property values, like everywhere, the rents were so high, it was a problem trying to find a reasonably priced place. So here we are. We're still figuring out how to do things in here. I got my old banner. I haven't had that banner in a long time. So hopefully, once I learn how to work in this place, it'll work out. I'm used to a lot of, North Bergen studio. We have so much room up there, but we have all these fixed sets. So it behooves us to have the second studio instead of having, because I do Tom's River, Ocean County. Tom's River is going to become the Ocean County show. And the city show down here, because the other sets, they're all pretty much fixed sets now. We got a high school program that we're bringing in. You look at John Highness's show, Hudson County View Live. You'll see he's on multiple sets on his show. So it's better we try to have the small studio here. After 24 years of doing the Christmas special and the Christmas special featuring the best Christmas decorated home contest, we won't be doing it this year. Reason being, main reasons is I don't have the needs to do it anymore, and I pretty much did Jersey City myself. Both of them had to be replaced sometime in 2004. The earlier the better. They were supposed to be replaced a couple of years ago, but every time we were going to do it, COVID popped up. So we were prevented from doing the surgery. It's got to the point it is very difficult for me to negotiate stairs, get out of the car. So hopefully, when we get everything settled down in 2024, I'll sit down with the Jersey City Medical Center, Dr. Laprasi, who will be doing the surgery on me. And I'm not doing both knees at once. People should do both knees at once. Pat's not doing both knees at once. Pat will do one. He'll do the left one, the real bad one, and the right one, which is becoming a pretty bad one. So that's the game plan. And hopefully next year, because I'd like to get that 25th year in. I've done that for a long time, 24 years. This would have been 25. Hopefully we can get it done. The other reason is I'm low on manpower. We just lost one of our guys. He got a good job opportunity in Ecuador, so he left. So we're short manpower-wise, and we got bad knees. So we'll look forward to doing it next year. Hopefully all you decorators will continue to do over-the-top decorating, because it's still the spirit of Christmas, so please continue. I might ride by and check out. I want to certainly ride by, check out 99 Jefferson Street in Jersey City. Frank called me and said he just put like $400 more in lights. I said, Frank, I can't do the contest this year. I don't have the knees. Then he told me about making sure I do all the therapy when I get the legs worked on. I want to take a moment to remember a great guy, Jeremy Farrell. He was the corp counsel under Mayor Phillip when Phillip first became mayor. After that, Jeremy moved over to the Jersey City MUA, where he did a tremendous job. And he is so successful in what he's done that the LaFrac organization, Newport, hired him away to become an executive vice president there. And last week, Jeremy passed away. I was supposed to talk to him the day he passed away. He was 44 years old. And Jeremy, you're a great guy. I'm glad I got to know you. Rest in peace, my buddy. You'll be missed. Our topics for today, I'm going international. We're going to get into Israel, Palestine, and the ceasefire resolution, a little bit of Ukraine. Then after that, it is politics, local, state, and federal. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome.
Burns Brothers, Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We're back. You're watching The City Show. Pat O'Melia here as I continue to learn how to do this show in a new location. It's one camera shoot. You think I can handle this? It's like everything we can do in the big studio. Multiple cameras. You got three cameras at least, sometimes 4 cameras, occasionally 5. Now, I'm sure you read in the Jersey Journal and on John's Hudson County View website, Jersey City attempted to pass a resolution calling for a ceasefire. Now, normally I do not get into international. That's not my thing. I'm a local guy. It's a city show. And like all of everybody, we all wish the violence would stop in Israel and Gaza, Ukraine. But wishing it isn't going to do it. You and me wishing won't make it stop. Blocking streets and bridges, etc., protesting for a ceasefire in New Jersey and in New York, or blocking the Brooklyn Bridge, whatever the case is. All you're doing is really inconvenience people who are just trying to go about their lives, trying to go to work, trying to go to school, trying to go home, trying to do their work, make deliveries, whatever the case is. Doing that here in New Jersey isn't going to stop what's happening globally. It'll have no change at all. Recently, as I said before, the Jersey City Council attempted to pass a resolution calling for a ceasefire in Gaza or Israel. The intention was good. The intention is fine. But then what it gets down to is it's not making any difference. What it can do is cause tensions. And the city council was packed with pro and con with the ceasefire. And we don't need a ceasefire. Stand with Israel. Denounce genocide. All these things. All that, and again, everybody's entitled to their opinion and their concerns, but it wasn't going to make a difference at the city council. It's not like Netanyahu was going to pick up the phone. Jersey City's on the line. They want the ceasefire. It's not going to make a difference. He's not going to go into the office in Israel and go, got a reso here from Jersey City. Stop everything. No, that's not going to happen. But what it does, it can cause tensions. There's an old saying about the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And that's kind of what happened. We kind of amped it up a bit. And again, I understand what the concern was. I understand what the author of the reso wanted to accomplish. But it wasn't going to accomplish anything in Jersey City. We're one of 500, and I think it's 63 municipalities in just the state. For this to be dealt with in Israel and Gaza, and the same thing with Ukraine, with Russia, is our elected leaders, the international players, have got to figure out what to do. Now, I will say this. Over the years, if it wasn't for Israel, I don't know if we're sleeping well at night. I don't know what kind of world we would live in if it wasn't for Israel. Israel keeps Iran in check. Now, over the years, Iran, they're always trying to develop their nuclear program. Israel has sabotaged the nuclear program. They've hacked their computers. I think they bombed some of the nuclear factories. That's why they've been building them underground over in Iran. Israel is probably the reason, more than probably the United States, that Iran doesn't have nuclear capability of any kind. If they do, that's a problem. As you know, we've had a long experience with Iran over the years. If Iran was to get nuclear capability, and don't even need a missile, you can sneak this stuff in. I'm trying to think of a movie with Ben Affleck. The Sudden Impact, whatever. Somebody brings in a nuclear device in a candy machine, I think it was, or a cigarette machine. I think it was a cigarette machine. And nuclear bomb goes off, thousands are dead. Israel is the reason Iran is kept in check. Again, in my opinion, from what I understand, what I read, and what I see on the news and all. Israel has been our ally for a long time. Supporting Israel is not unusual for the United States. Again, the United States, we are not warmongers. We don't want to see anybody getting hurt. We're not into the violence, but we should, and the world should probably be thanking Israel that we live in a fairly peaceful world. We had it going on Ukraine and Russia's been going on for a couple of years. This just started in Israel back on October the 6th. But think about it. Without Israel keeping Iran in check, what would the globe look like? What would the Middle East situation look like? What would be happening here at home if Iran, in any shape or form, got nuclear capabilities? So, do we support Israel? It's our ally. But the United States, we don't support violence either. So, cooler heads have to prevail. I'm sure the United States and NATO and everybody else that is involved is trying to do the right thing with Israel. But without Israel, it may have been a completely different world. All right, what we're going to do, we're going to break for commercial. We come back, I'll get back to what we normally do. That's local stuff. We're going to talk about the local races here in Jersey City for mayor. Yes, it's almost 2 years from now, but we're going to talk about local races for mayor in Jersey City. We're going to talk about changes in the governor's race. We got some federal things we want to talk about, a little bit in Hoboken. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
I've got cancer.
We've got the highest level of cancer care,
the latest clinical trials,
researchers working to find a cure,
and nurse navigators to guide you every step of the way.
At New Jersey's only NCI-designated Comprehensive Cancer Center, your safety has always been our top priority.
I've got cancer, but I also have peace of mind.
Jersey City Medical Center and Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. Let's beat cancer together.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Welcome back. You're watching The City Show. Pat O'Melia here. I'm done with my international. My 2 cents, for what it's worth. Not even worth the 2 cents, come to think of it. Politics has been busy all over the state while we've been closing the studio and moving to this location here. So we've been showing repeats there for the last couple of weeks. What political changes have been going on? First off, it's been busy statewide and locally. In Jersey City, we had Bill O'Day and Commissioner Bill O'Day, former councilman here in Jersey City. At one time, the youngest council. He may still hold that record, the youngest council person in Jersey City. And former Governor Jim McGreevey. They are the two announced candidates. They were until we started moving. Now we have a third. We have our council president, Joyce Waterman. She has thrown her hat into the ring, as they say, and she'll be running for mayor. But I don't know if she's running to the degree that O'Day and McGreevey are. Again, I've covered a lot of elections. I've produced a lot of debates. I'll produce debates for whatever candidates are running for the mayor of Jersey City. But it's like 2 years away before Election Day. This is unprecedented. We've never had an election start this early. A campaign, I should say, start this early for election. Normally, we used to kid Louis Manzo when he ran for mayor that he was starting too early. You start like 6 months before Election Day, not almost 2 years. You run a serious risk starting this early of your message being stale after a while. You're out there campaigning, and I tell you what, O'Day and McGreevey are out there campaigning. McGreevey and O'Day are popping up everywhere. They're tweeting along. They're doing the Instagram. And they got a long way to go. And they run the risk of their message becoming stale Yeah, how many times are you going to say, well, if I'm the mayor, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to cut taxes, and I'm going to work with the school board, and I'm going to, get into the garbage business. We'll do that in-house. We'll do as much in-house work. Whatever the causes are that they're going to champion if they become mayor of Jersey City. But you're going to hear that for almost 2 years. That's akin to, say, a comedian. A comedian, he's got his material, and he's playing all the different rooms around the state or tri-state area or nationally. You got your bit, and the comedian normally run that material for a year. They might have modified it, but it takes a long time to come up with a good 20 minutes of material. So they normally stay with that for a while. Here's the case where this is almost like a comedian who is playing just one room, one location for 2 years with the same material. It's funny the first time. It might be funny the second time, but the third time, it's, I heard that one already. Fourth time, like, oh, man, this guy got anything else to say? It's the same thing over and over. That's the risk that McGreevy and O'Day are running right now. They're starting, in my opinion, and it's not my opinion, it's everybody's opinion. This isn't a statewide or a national election here. This is Jersey City. We're starting way too early. So since it's unprecedented, these guys got to figure out how they want to pace, because this truly is a marathon. Normally these elections, they're usually a race, at least a fast-paced race to some degree. This is truly a marathon. And the thing is not to run out of air by the time you get to the finish line. These guys are running the risk, and there'll be other candidates besides O'Day and McGreevy and Joyce Waterman. I'm sure there's going to be 5 or 6 with full tickets also. They run the risk of somebody starting under a normal campaign time frame, 6 months or so, of coming out sounding like he's got the fresh ideas. He might be saying the same thing that McGreevy and O'Day and Joyce is saying, but they're just hearing it the first time from him. It's not the comedian in the room using the same material for 2 years. That's the problem. It'll be interesting to watch this unprecedented length of a campaign here. This is going to be a long time coming. I'm still working on my timing here on my clock. I don't have my big clock on the cameras now. I'm using my cell phone. It'll be interesting when this is all said and done to see what we learn from what is almost a 2-year local election and where it takes us. Where were the bumps in the road? Where did the message get stale? Is there a difference where somebody gets into the race 5 months to go? Is that person the fresh one? And I'm sure, like I said, there'll be other candidates. And I'm sure there's candidates sitting right now saying, what the hell am I going to get in with? I got like 18 months to go here. But one of the concerns, I think, all these candidates, and this is probably Jim McGreevy caused this when he jumped early, is putting together a good ticket. Yeah, you got 9 running mates with you. It's a total of 10 people, 9 council. And that is the concern, gathering up people and getting their commitments to run with you. And when Jimmy Mack went early, that caused Bill to have to go early, or Joyce is going to have to go early. And if you wait too long, you run the risk of not having the strongest ticket you possibly could. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes, how these tickets start to form. But I don't think anybody's even announced a running mate yet. But it'll be interesting to see how they put their ticket together and how soon they announce it. And what council person, whether it's seated, a former one, some civic leaders who will pop up, and new candidates, how they start to put these tickets together. Because you got 10 people out there on the campaign trail for each one of those tickets. So it'll be interesting to see the length of this campaign and how all the maneuvers go about. Again, this is truly a marathon, this race for mayor. All right, you're watching The City Show. I'll be right back. My phone is beeping.
Jersey City Medical Center has a passion for heart health. We're Hudson County's only full-service heart hospital, with innovative technologies and premier cardiovascular physicians, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. Jersey City Medical Center.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one path stop away, or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
We're back, City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You there? That's why I do the show, because you're there. I want to entertain you. I want to be able to inform you, educate you a little bit, make you laugh a little. Don't forget all the stuff on the bottom of the screen. A little rusty. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done a show, and it's funny how you lose your timing. Getting back with politics, let's go statewide now. Now, as you know, the mayor of Jersey City, Stephen Fulop, is the first announced candidate for governor of New Jersey. And this week, another one announced. It's the battle of two Steves, the tale of two Steves. Steve Sweeney and Stephen Fulop. It's just like a rematch between these guys. The last time, I guess 6 years ago, right? Murphy's he's coming up on 2 more years, I guess. Sweeney and Mayor Fulop were running, and Murphy was running. And for whatever reasons, both Steve Sweeney, after throwing, lobbing bombs at each other, both of them decided to exit the campaign. Well, here you are again with a rematch of these two guys, Steve Sweeney and Stephen Fulop. But it's a far different matchup than it was the first time around. It is a far different Stephen Fulop this time around. And actually, it's a different Steve Sweeney this time around. The matchups of the two Steves, like I said, is far different. Fulop is now the 3-time mayor of Jersey City. He is married this time around. The first time he was a single guy. That plays into a lot of voters. He's a family man. He's got 3 kids. He just had a newborn. He's got a 10-year record of accomplishments that he can point to. And as he continues to run, those accomplishments will add up. So he's got one hell of a catalog of what he's managed to do as the mayor of Jersey City. And whether you like him or not, I've been dealing with Steve since he popped up on the steps back in, I guess, 2002 as a candidate against then Congressman Robert Menendez Sr. I talk, text, or aggravate Steve at least once a day, Mayor Fulop. I don't agree with everything he's done, but then again, I'm married 45 years. My wife and I don't agree with everything. And it's funny how some people have these issues with Mayor Fulop over one issue that they didn't agree with what Steve's decision was. Jersey City has a lot of issues. You're not going to win every one. And as some of these people that attack Mayor Fulop, unless he personally hurt you somehow, there's always another issue. There's a reason why I've managed to have a relationship with every mayor of Jersey City, and my relationship hasn't changed since the days of Shunla, or with every mayor in Hudson County for that matter, because it's always another issue. You can't take that issue to heart. Unless it personally affects you somehow, then that might be different. But, political and civic-wise, you just can't take everyone to heart. So I think Mayor Fulop has done a great job. Can I point to things I don't think he did well? Sure. But I can point to a lot of things he did well. Now, Steve Sweeney this time around, the first time he was one of the most powerful political figures in the state of New Jersey. He was the state senator. He was the Senate president. He was that everyman guy. He was an iron worker. You shake hands with Steve Sweeney, you know he was an iron worker. He was a union guy, another family guy. He was probably one of the most recognizable figures in New Jersey politics. Then he got knocked out. He got knocked out by another everyday guy, another guy, Ed Durr. Ed the trucker. Knocked out in what is probably the biggest political upset, certainly in the state of New Jersey. The biggest political upset was Ed Durr knocking out Steve Sweeney. And then Ed Durr became one and done. You know, he had a 2-year term as state senate because that's how the census works. And Ed Durr just lost his primary. Steve Sweeney comes in without the power of an office, without the power of a title, without the political pull he had the first time around when these guys matched up when he was the Senate president and the state senate. This time around, Stephen Fulop is the statewide figure. He's the guy with statewide recognition. He's the guy who is right now, he's the front runner. I don't know if Steve Sweeney can catch up to Steve Fulop now. You know, we joked about how much Mayor Fulop started the campaign early. I'm not sure Sweeney can catch up to Fulop, especially with everything Fulop has accomplished, all the endorsements, everything he's been working on since he entered this race. And again, you can't argue with the catalog of accomplishments that Mayor Fulop is going to be able to bring to the campaign trail. It's going to be interesting to see. And I like both these Steves. I like Steve Fulop. I like Steve Sweeney. It will be interesting to watch these two go at it. And again, there'll be other candidates. Some of them are right now running for Congress. As soon as they win for their Congress re-election, then they'll jump into the race. In Hoboken, for President Zano, won his runoff election in Ward 1 in Hoboken. Well earned. He beat the Mayor Ballas candidate. He is now the representative for Ward 1 when, I guess, January, he'll get sworn in. And that shifts the power in Hoboken, the council. There's no longer a Mayor Ravi council. Now that it's 5-4. So it's going to be interesting to see how the mayor of Hoboken is able to manage his city when he no longer has the council. Rob Menendez Jr. received the endorsement of the HCDO, well-deserved. The kid, he's a good kid too, Rob Jr. He is going to be a great congressman. He is a great congressman. He's already brought home bacon for Hudson County, and he'll continue to do that. And Governor Murphy's wife, Tammy, who's been in my studio in the past, she is running for a state senate, replacing Rob Jr.'s father, Rob Sr. So we have a very interesting campaign cycle to enjoy as we go along. My phone is telling me I am out of time. I got to get a better timer. All right, you be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.